Hey everybody, Vic here, and I'm back with a good one. Gangster for Life clothing. The story no one knows. This clothing brand is not in production anymore, but I have 3 original and authentic shirts from it. Let me tell you about the man behind it, OG Daddy V. So what we have here is 3 original shirts from the clothing line, the G brand. This first one here is my favorite. It's the powder blue. And as you can see all the designs. You can see what it says there, Gangster for Life. All original creativity. This is what the shirts look like when you first purchase them. They come shrink wrapped. It's even got the original extra large still on it. And the original label here inside the shirt. G.F.L clothing. Gangster for Life. This one is the black and yellow one. It's another one of my favorites. And I do wear it in the summer. But I don't wear it all the time. Wear it on occasion. This one is more like a purplish light gray. It's very unique in color. There it is in the back. This one's still in the shrink wrap from the 90s. This shirt I wore at an old school Stylistics concert. And it got a lot of attention from the members of the Stylistics and a lot of people that was at the private birthday party that I wore it to. Powder blue. Now Daddy V has got this one in a long sleeve, powder blue, with white letters, with a light blue background. And I believe he's got an all white long sleeve like this. And it's got the dark blue letters on it as well, with the touch of the powder blue. But these shirts feel really good when you wear them in the summertime. And they stand out. They're not like anybody else's clothing line. These are unique and one of a kind. Let me tell you the story about how I met Daddy V. So back during COVID, when I was in Los Angeles on business, I happened to be at my hotel room at the La Crystal Hotel and Casino off the 91 freeway in Compton, California. I called over to Snoop Dogg's clothing store and I spoke with a lady that worked there. I asked her, how can I contact Daddy V because I'm interested in purchasing some of his clothes? She said, well, if I could leave my number and my name, she said she'll relay the message and he's going to call me back. I said, okay. So I gave her my name and my number. Sure enough, I'm at the hotel, chilling, watching TV. About 2 hours later, my phone rings and I see this 213 area code come across the screen. So I'm like, man, who is this? So I answered and he says, yes. He said, this is OG Daddy V. He said, I was returning a call from someone at this number that was looking for me. He said, can I help you? I said, oh snap. I said, wow, I didn't think you were going to call back. I said, man, I'm glad you did. I said, I really want to talk to you. I said, do you still have some of those clothes, the Gangster for Life clothes? Because I want to buy some, and I want to buy some today if you have any for sale. I really like your clothes, and I'd like to get some of them. He said, yeah, most definitely. He said, let me shoot back to the pad, and I'll grab some stuff out the closet, and I'll meet you a little over an hour. He said, I'll give you an address, meet me down by the LA Coliseum. I said, cool. So I get in the car and I head on down to the LA Coliseum. So I met him at this McDonald's that was right across the street. For those of you who don't know what the LA Coliseum is, they held a Super Bowl there once. So when I see him, he's standing there waiting on me in the parking lot. I got out, he gave me a hug and we shook hands and we talked. So when we got down to business, he went and popped the trunk. And he had these shirts with some other merchandise from Snoop Dogg that he sold me. So I said, wow. I said, okay, you brought the powder blue one. I said, man, I love that shirt. That's my favorite one. I said, how much for all this right now? He said, oh, for you? He said, just give me $450. I said, bet. So, I had quite a bit of money on me, so I pulled out, 4 crisp $100 bills, 2 20s and a 10, and I gave it to him. And he gave me the merchandise. And then we went over to McDonald's and hung out for a little bit, and then I took off. And I stayed in contact with him after that. But I was glad to get these clothes because this is real creativity. This is not just some manufacturing or design. These clothes are Daddy V's vision. And I'm hoping that he'll put these back into production soon because they are much needed here in 2026. So, why the G brand went out of business, I'm not sure. But I do know at the time, these clothes weren't being sold here in the United States. They were being sold over in Japan. And at the same time, Daddy V was real busy with Snoop Dogg working on other projects. He does work with Snoop Dogg from time to time on different projects, from music to his radio station. Snoop Dogg has a radio station. It's called Snoop Dogg's Cadillac Music, if you want to Google it. I do listen to it frequently. And sometimes Daddy V is on there as a DJ in the morning times from 10 a.m. to noon. So he's on there Monday through Friday. But Daddy V is an incredible person. He's a good actor. He's a cook. He's in the low riding. He does music. He's done it all. He's been in the streets. And wherever there was rap, he was present. And another thing about these shirts, a lot of rappers in history have been in pictures wearing these shirts. So his clothing line is out there. It's known. It's just not known to a lot of people here in 2026. But occasionally you can go online and you can find these shirts for sale. So, on that note, I just wanted to come do a video on his clothing line because it's never been spoken on before here on YouTube. And I'm a big fan of it. And I appreciate everything he's done. So, for those of you who's watching this and you don't know who Daddy V is, do me a favor. Go to YouTube. Type in OG Daddy V on the search. And it's going to take you to all his music content. He's one of the best rappers out here in Southern California, even here in 2026. He was known in Compton back in the 80s and 90s as the mixtape king. Today, he's known as the, what do you call those? The flash drive king. That's what I'm going to call him. So, on that note, I appreciate everybody stopping by to check out my video. I hope you like these shirts, because these are some one-of-a-kind pieces. And I'm telling you, it's the hottest thing going still here in 2026. If you're able to find these on YouTube, you should purchase them. You'll be happy you did. No other clothing line better than these, and they're made out of the best material that was produced back in the 90s. So, on that note, if you like content like this, go ahead and hit subscribe. And leave me a like and a comment. And till the next video, thank you again. My name is Vic. This is my opinion, and I'm out. Thank you.